Hello and welcome to another F1 2019 video. Today we're doing the Australian Grand Prix of Season 1. Enjoy.
Welcome to Melbourne and the inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is starting shortly and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. A feeling that anything can happen this year, and if it does, well, this weekend could be the opening chapter to one of the most exciting F1 seasons ever. Joining me in the commentary box is, of course, Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you back again. What can you tell us about this year's roster? There are some new faces this year, aren't there?
Absolutely, Crofty. There's been a number of interesting signings over the last few months. Where would you like to start?
Let's talk about Lee.
Right, well, this is definitely someone to keep an eye on. Well, they've been signed up likely in no small part due to the way they carried themselves in the Formula 2 Championship. They have a great track record of putting the team first. At one of the races, they even gave up their own position when their car had a technical issue, so that their teammate Lucas Weber, who also debuts here today, could get ahead. That kind of team spirit could take them a long way this season.
Those two aren't the only new faces from Formula 2 this season, are they?
No, this season will introduce fans to George Russell and Lando Norris, two very promising young British drivers. Plus, we'll meet Alexander Albon from Thailand, and finally, Devon Butler. Now, Devon was a bit of a controversial figure in Formula 2 last year. He racked up a lot of penalties over the course of the season, including one where he collided with his closest rival. It was a nasty clip. Now, certainly after the event, they were nothing but professional in terms of how they spoke about the incident with Devon, but it's hard to imagine them being as polite about it behind closed doors. I think this rival will be one to keep an eye on over the next few races, as both drivers take their first steps into the world of Formula 1.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
Here we are in the garage for everyone, full Racing Point. We are just going to check the stands, see what teams Lucas and Devon are signed for. So Devon has signed for McLaren and Lucas has signed for Renault. So this could be a tight season. I reckon we could come out on top if we are consistent. But yeah, let's go on with the track acclimatization program. So as we now come out on track for the track acclimatization, we're going to warm up the tyres. We're doing some weaving. We are going to get on the way with this program. Let's go around turn 15 through turn 16. We misjudged it, turned a little bit early, but now I've got the DRS 710 down the main straight. The thing is, can we get this lap absolutely perfect? As we head up to turn 1, we're going to get very good exit, very good entry, and DRS open as we exit turn 2. It's frozen, and then we go brake into turn 3. Pretty good line, do that rule. Turn 4 now, we get good, and then we go wide heading into out of turn 4, getting green, but going to turn 5 we're back to normal of purples. Through turn 6, easy corner for me. Turn 7 and turn 8, they're not that tricky to navigate, but we are going to definitely try and get a good time in on the hard compound tyres before we start the lap on softer tyres. Just a little benchmark as I go through the quick left hand of 11 and 12. Yeah, it's a pretty good lap heading through turn 14. Turn 15. Yeah, it's 3 green from that lap as we open doors coming down the main straight. We are going to try go again.
Great stuff, you've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
But we are really going to try get all purples this lap. Depends whether we can get the right moment Going to turn 4, we actually get it good and right this time, so that's okay. Turn 5, that's a little bit okay as well. Turn 6, yeah, all purples so far, heading through turn, and midway through turn 8. And yeah, purple's going through turn 8, turn 9 now. Pretty tricky corner to get right, especially if you go wide and turn into turn 10. Which we need to turn 11, turn 12. We need to be cautious about braking. To turn 11, I've let off the throttle from sound track. Don't really want to get green, going to turn 12. But let's figure out what we would have got if we didn't get purple there. It's pretty hard this track through turn 14, only just getting the purple. Through turn 15, getting a good exit, turn 16. We're going to get this absolutely perfect as well. And DI seconds at no, turn 12. We really messed up there. So now we're going to try one more time in this program, and we need to get all purples if we want the full resource points for this challenge. We're going to really push for the correct target score as we head through turn 4. Do we mess up this time? Good on the apex, good on the X. That's a very nice corner indeed. Going to turn 5, which is okay, I guess. And turn 6 now. Can we get this perfect yet again? A little bit too early, but we still get purple. Turn 7 was good. Can we get turn 8? Really good. Yeah, we can. Turn 9. 90 degree into a curvier corner. And as our game froze again, we are now heading down to turn 11. On the brakes. Around there. Can we get green this time? Nearly sliding, losing control at turn 12. It's a really hard corner to get perfect. Going to turn 13 now after the game froze again. The quality isn't the best, I apologise. And do turn 14 now, it's pretty good. Can we get turn 15 and 16 correct? And that will get us a purple lap. Turn 15 is pretty good. Turn 16, through turn 16, we get it right, and the DRS as well. That's a full purple lap. And that is a lap and a half, so we're going to end the practice program there. Now as we head back to the garage to try and get this perfect, we got the lap perfect for track acclimatization. Now we're going to put on a setup to see. I've got setups from me messing around. But yeah, let's get into the qualifying program. So as we get this practice program underway, we are going to try our best to get the quickest time. We're going to try and beat a 13th lap time on this program. Can we do it? Probably not, I'm not going to lie, we're not the best. But as we head down into turn 1, we're going to let you enjoy the sound of the car for this lap, and we'll join back with the commentary next lap.
to
So we
a
don't match the time. You get the estimate qualifying position as P19. Isn't the best. We can still improve on that. So let's see if we can do any better. Yeah, I don't think so. But up ahead we have Devin Butler in his new McLaren car. But yeah, it looks really nice, the McLaren. A little bit of a glitch with the system, but yeah, he's currently in P6, I'm currently in P3. But it's like we're racing around the circuit. Looks like we haven't seen Devin in a race so far. But I have a feeling he'll race harder on Fridays than he will on Sundays. But we're still going to try and give this our best shot as we head now towards turn 13. We are 8/10 slower than the time, so we might abort this lap. Through turn 13, still on the back of Devin Butler, low on ERS. Coming up now to the penultimate corner. We're gonna box this lap. We're gonna come in and we're gonna try this program again, I think. And we'll give this a go as now we're in the pit lane. Right, so we're going to try this one more time. We're going to see if we can beat the lap time of 1:26.7 on this session. Don't know why we just opened DRS. Going to give it our best shot. As we are now on the way, still in P3. We've got Vettel behind us, Hamilton second. Alexander Albon with the fastest lap of FP1 for Red Bull. We're going to cross the line. And we're going to see how we do now for the qualifying program. And as you can tell, we are actually faster than the turn 1, so I have a good feeling regardless less something happens, then we'll be screwed. But I realised turn ahead of us, it's Devin Butler, so we've come in behind Devin Butler. And we've come out behind Devin Butler. Charles Leclerc puts himself in for second. But we do get past sector 1. But yeah, Devin Butler ahead of me twice now. Charles Leclerc in P4 and Devin Butler is in P7 now. We're still going to push this all we can. We are half a tenth, 500 per second. Above we're going to come through now. I'm not going to do that, that would be good because the other one can time. 5 tenths quicker, can't really do anything. How many times Devin really flying out with that? That's just a bit of time and we're going to have to change. We want to get past Devin. He's on the screen. Yeah, we're going to go quickly. That's amazing. I'm going to slower by the end of the lap.
We're down on our target times, let's try to find a bit more.
And we're really going to push the car. I keep getting YouTube notifications! No! Oh, God's sake, man. YouTube notifications always comes out. I need to turn off notifications for YouTube. But yeah, we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best to overtake Devin Butler. Because I'm getting second tired being behind him. But no, he's just going to start some more like 8 tenths down halfway through the lap, so we're just going to end it there. And that is FP1 over and done with for us.
session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Albon, Norris and Lewis Hamilton. And that's it, practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Practice over. I'm G5. Devon is P10 and Lucas is P13. On to the interview.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more? Appreciate your time.
As we head out of the interview now, we're going to head into the hub, and we are definitely going to try and get a good result in qualifying, as it is a very, very important session of the weekend. No points are up for grabs, it's just for good position in qualifying. So as we head now to the data center to get we're going to look at any upgrades. We're already making a major downgrade upgrade. We're going to see if we can make any more ready for either Bahrain or China or Baku, sorry. But yeah, we're going to see if we can improve on anything. Now we head into qualifying after simulating FP2 and FP3. So we're going to see now if we can get in Q3 and possibly get P7 in qualifying, so we can be best of the rest and possibly get a really good start to the season. So we're just about to get underway with qualifying. So let's see where we finish, compare to Checo, Lucas and Devon. So here we are in the garage for Q1 now. I think we're gonna get through pretty easily. So we're gonna try to only do one lap in the session. I think we'll see how the first lap goes. We'll put the time in, and we will see. But now as we head out of the garage for a flying lap, there should be a pretty quick lap time. We're gonna weave. I think we've got an Alfa Romeo coming up behind us. We're gonna go off the track saw to let him pass Miss Antonio Giovinazzi, and also a newcomer. There's also now we head through turn 15 to turn 16 with pretty warm tyres. So we are going to get this lap underway. It's embarrassing over. Through turn 1 now. Got a clear track ahead of us. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We've got the space, we've got the time. We're only gonna do one lap. I'm gonna see how well we do with that lap. Heading to turn 4 now. Pretty tough turn. If you mess up, then you gotta go round the bump and on the grass. turn 7 and 8, pretty easy turns, not gonna lie. It's pretty hard actually to exceed the track limits, getting a bit too excited over ourselves and misjudging the corner. And now to turn 11. We do the same thing there. Sliding. Oh, we've hit the grass. Coming out.
Quick position rundown for
And that might just ruin our time. Roman goes into 125.5.
Norris and Vettel.
Seems pretty easy to beat. Alexander Albon with a 124.7, which is a pretty tough time to beat, I think. But that's if we can do it. With the Mercedes ahead, just about to start his flying lap, we come across the line. What time do we put in after mistaking the grass on 124.6? Fastest lap. I don't know how we've done that, to be honest. We messed up on the exit at turn 12. But I think that's all we need to get through. We're faster than Alex Albon. I think that's all we need to get through at the moment. So, let's just hope that we can get through. We're going to simulate the rest of the session, and we will see how it goes. So we are through, we are into Q2. We're going to see if we can make improvements, and we're going to see if we can get the Q3 for the first time in our F1 career. So let's see what we can do in Q2. So here we are for Q2, heading into the first flying lap I'm going to do in Q2. We're going to see if we can do anything to come out on top, maybe even try to get a high position in qualifying to start on tomorrow's grid. So we're gonna head down now to turn 3, turn 4, roughly around there. Tough circuit this is. Oh, I've gone deep. I've gone real deep on the mediums. No, on the softs. Sorry. Heading into turn 3. Hopefully that won't affect my lap time that much. I think it will. So I think we will have to go again. So now we're going to turn 9, turn 10. Will we make any mistake? That's actually a beautiful turn 9. That is a beautiful turn 9. Turn 10 ruins it. Daniel Ricciardo does a 25.9 or 25.4. But yeah, Vettel just comes along and does a 24.4. We are going to see if we can really make a difference from our lap time, even going deep into turn 3. So we're going to come across the line now, going around the final corner, open the DRS. We're going to come across the line where we're going to place ourselves in the table. We're going to place ourselves second, faster than Weber. We're faster than Norris, but we're slower than Vettel. So we're going to try our best to improve on that in the race. Well, not the race, in hopefully we make a second flying lap. So yeah, let's see if we can make any difference. I'll leave you in silence so you can hear the sounds of the cars while the second lap is playing, and I'll talk after we've set our flying lap. for the second time.
Remaining just 1 minute.
We've just crossed the line for Q2. We improved on our time a little bit, but it's not enough to overtake Sebastian Vettel for P6 in Q2. Not like it really matters, we're through. As we come up to turn 3, we're going to find a safe place to pull off the track. Qualifying 2 complete, we're going to pull off the track. We're going to park up and we're going to we're going to definitely go through P7. So let's see how we do for Q3. Q3 now, as we put on the medium tyres. We're actually going to try get a decent lap on with mediums, see how we do, and yeah, we'll see if we can improve on any time, see if we can get P8 in this session. Otherwise we will have to get P8 in Bahrain, otherwise we'll fail our team objective for the first 2 races of the season, which will not be great at all. But and down the main straight across the line on our mediums, we will start this flying lap. On the brakes, through turn 1, pretty poor, good line, pretty poor exit. You have turn 3, do we go deep like Q2? No we don't, we are safe from that. Then that's turn 4, turn 5. So now we're heading up towards turn 6. Turn 7 is pretty okay, is pretty good. That's turn 7. Turn 8 is okay. Turn 9, pretty easy corner. Looks easy. It could be difficult if you think about it. We're heading now down towards turn 11, turn 12. Sergio Perez puts a 1:25.1. It's a pretty hard time actually, but we've beaten it in the previous 2 sessions. DRS open. Can we beat it on the mediums? I don't think we will, since it's hard. The tyre slow by 1.2 seconds. So we're definitely gonna see if we can improve on Perez's time. So down through the final corner, the RS Open, and we're going to try and beat the time as we go across the line. What do we get? We go slowest with a 125.4. We're going to return to the garage, we're going to put on the set softs, and we're going to see if we can beat the time. It's in the garage now. We're going to go put on a set of softs. 1.3 seconds faster. So we're definitely going to see if we can improve now. As we fast forward the session. It's about 2 minutes towards the end of the session. Very hard thing to do, but as we now start going through turn 14. Now we're gonna head now through. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. We spun on the exit of turn 15. Starting again. Too much entry curve. We're gonna go into replays and view. Yep, there we go. Off the track. Had to spin to come back on. But here we go across the line now. Start off our final flying lap. We have Charles Leclerc on pole, provisional pole at the moment. With 8 seconds left in the session. Going to turn 3 now. With iconically 3 seconds left as the final corner of time. As we now qualifying complete, we are allowed to complete our flying lap. As we head now into turn 7 and 8, going just through turn 6 beforehand. Now turn 9, pretty easy corner for me. Turn 10, pretty decent. Now turn 11, turn 12, pretty hard to do. Turn too early. Get too much exit as we hit the wall.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
We hit the wall. We lose part of our front
Coming at the
wing,
end of this lap.
and we're going to abort this lap. So we're going to go down to P10 of Q3. Qualifying starting 10th in the grid, the 5th row, as we cannot beat Perez now, as we have no front wing. We have half the front wing. We now come into the pits, and that is the end of our qualifying session.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Vettel, Leclerc and...
To be honest, I'm not impressed with myself with the line through turn 12. It was pretty annoying. So we're going to see how this holds off in the race now, as we start from P10 in the race. So we're going to see how that goes, see how many points we can get, see if we get points or not. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well done. Very solid results. You're looking good for the race.
Now as we move on to Sunday, we're going to see how well we can do compared to P10 as we start the race here in Melbourne, Australia. To be honest, I'm not impressed with what I got. I think I should deserve P8, but let's see.
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season, they were neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda Power Unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Albon, Norris, Perez, Magnussen and Lee, Weber, Butler, Antonio Giovinazzi and Gasly, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Kimi Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean. Russell and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid, and with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we are now on the grid for the Australian Grand Prix. You can't see it, but now you can. We're going to look at our strategy, see what we can improve. The referee saying, first race, take it easy. See if we can extend that to make it quicker. No, don't think so. No. Okay, right. So, coming in on P6. Yeah, we're going to see as it goes. Formation up, we ain't going to do it. We all know that. I'm just going to skip it. Yeah, if I sound a bit iffy, lot knows.
We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brake.
Yeah. Let's get formation lap. We start P10. Lucas and Devon behind us. So this should be interesting. As we're underway, I get a terrible start, and Devon and Lucas are just right there. So Giovinazzi, Gasly. I don't want to lose that, so I'm going to go past Gasly. Giovinazzi leaves me no room on the inside. That's an absolute disgraceful move as I'm down in P13 and I want P12 right now. So we're down the inside and we'll squeeze Giovinazzi out before we get turn 1. Yeah, I'm going to really push on now. P12, got moved on to Giovinazzi, Devon Butler ahead. See if we can get the overtake done. I don't know what I could talk about really. I'm not really good at commentating over long distance races. But we will try our absolute best with commentating this race. So new time 10, 12, 11, 12, can't count. Try and catch up to Devon. We've got the straight line speed. We don't have the aero or chassis yet, so we are really going to try and push the engine to its limits today. Really give it everything that we can give. So Devon Butler now down the. Devon Butler not down the inside of anyone really. It is a real challenge trying to keep up with Devon, especially if you're in a really quick car like he is running for the plan. Lucas went on to see what we can do about this and let's see if we can ultimately overtake both of them. Lucas and Kentucky with Renault, Butler P11 with McLaren. Looks like a finished car so far. Devon definitely underperformed from what I think we could do. But still it's first race, so we'll see how it goes on during the season. Devon now. Putting a lot of pressure on me. I think I'm right on the border. I struggle on the front lines personally. I don't really get past Dalton. But we'll see how we do on the catch-up now. We get a very good exit turn 12. Can we catch Devon Butler? Very late, going down the inside. You can tell this is perfect. I am not taking all. I should have won flashbacks. Okay, I'm using at least one right now. That is not. No. We're going to try again. Let's go again. We're going to go down the inside of Devon Butler. And he's hit us, Will, and we've got a. What? No! For God's sake, chill then, I want you to move there. Devon offside. Yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting if it's just Devon turning offside. Yeah, we're going to go back against Devon. Let's see if we can get him done later on in the lap. I don't know.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Not really doing anything. It's just really trying to get the move down Devon, trying to catch up, trying to get the right pace in the corners, down straight. When we're passing straight and then we're passing to corners. Well, I'm very good on the braking. I'm a late racer. If I can see a gap, I'll really go for it.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Nothing. Because we are pointless. So now, if you join up with them, we've got the RS thing. Braking into the yellow at the RS. And what we see if we make any difference in this race right now, we're going to make
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
No, I didn't even mean. No, you just come across, you mean. Flashback and see how you like the settings now.
Gap to teammate ahead is 3.0 seconds. Butler is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 1.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Gasly is behind you. They're on old softs. The gap to the leader is 8.0 seconds. Your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 12 laps to go.
just a move down the inside of Devin Butler. Just to say, that puts us up into P11 as we enter lap 5.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look
What
easy.
a lap. I can't really complain much about that. As a pretty perfect overtake. Devin turned in on us and actually hit us, but we do get past and up into P11 now, and we catch Lucas Weber. The only question is, can we close the gap, overtake him, and potentially overtake Kevin Magnussen as well? Pretty risky stuff, really risky. Turn 6, turn 7, turn 8 now. It's pretty easy to link these up. And right now the only thing I want to do is get past Lucas Weber and finish the race, because I am absolutely shattered.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix
But
2.
no, we do have to go the whole 15 laps. And now on the back of Lucas Weber. Late braking, going down the inside, doing what we did against Devon. Running out, so we use a flashback. This time it works. He leaves us the room. And that's open to P10. We got one more lap before our pit window opens. Now Kevin Magnussen, pretty tough opponent. So we're gonna try our best to catch him, overtake him. Lucas had to go on us now, down the outside.
Hard on the in-lap.
We're gonna leave him some space, down the inside in these back doors, so we're gonna take the curve and or apex, or whatever you want to call it, to turn 2. Don't forget to pull out to the right. Maybe he's having to go, he isn't. So I can pull safely back over to the left. I can't breathe today. Turn 10. No, not turn 10, we're P10. Turn 6, 7 and 8 now. Easy corners to navigate. You wouldn't really decide coming into turn 7 or into turn 8. You never really decide into turn 6. You lock up there. It's a good place to lock up as well. If you want to be safe, turn 9, if you lock up there, there's a pretty high chance you're going to make it. Yeah, it's really going to be a challenge now, heading
This lap. Keep an eye on
into
distance to the
the
speed
chicane,
limit line as you approach.
getting
Make sure you don't
more notifications off YouTube, man. I'm turning notifications off, so I can't get enough more notifications off. That's actually annoying. So we're gonna head now into turn 15. We're gonna come into the pit lane. We're gonna get our pit stop done. We're the only one coming into the pit lane right now. And yeah, it's a flashback. I don't give 2 poops. I'm not allowed to swear on this because I'm a good boy. But I'm a good boy, so I'm a flashback. I'm trained. Here we go on the brakes now. We enter the pit lane 57 kilometers an hour. Heading into the pit lane now. Can the Racing Point guys pull off a good stop? 2.4 seconds, nearly 2.5. So about that, we're heading to,
That was our
that's
last
2.5
stop.
seconds
No
stop,
more
which we think about is pretty
stops.
bad. But, you know, let that slide. Robert Kubica in P19, we're dead last now. As we now push, see if we can gain any more places through these next coming 2 laps. But yeah, we'll stop commentating for a little bit. Gonna let you listen to this, see what we can do. If the engine has said anything, it says something, you can listen to it if you want. We can continue watching, focusing on what I'm doing. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the next few laps of the Australian Grand Prix here today. And now into turn 9, turn 10. Pretty easy corners, I'm not gonna lie. Lap 7, so can we get an undercut on Kevin Magnussen? And if it does work, so maybe Sergio Perez and Lando Norris. Perez is in.
Sergio is in the pits.
So now if we push really hard, we will be able to get past Perez, I think, and that's what we're doing. As we go down turn 15 and into turn 16, turn 15, now into turn 16. Will we get it done? Will we get the move done of the undercut on the McLaren and the Racing Point? The answer is no, we're not going to. But this we are closer to Lando Norris, which means that the undercut on Kevin Magnussen is possible. But we'll see how it goes. I think Magnussen's up in 4th place. Can we get the undercut on Kevin Magnussen? Or will we be sticking behind him, struggling, trying to get our way up into the
car ahead is coming to
points?
mediums. Car ahead, now running medium.
Let's see if we can get P10, maybe even up to P7, but we don't know what's going to happen yet as the race goes on. Later on, we're going to see if anyone ahead is struggling, and if anyone's going to be trying to make an overtake on us. But yeah, we'll see what happens then. Kevin Magnussen is in the pit lane. We're gonna see if we can get anyone near getting the overtake done on Kevin Magnussen. And there we go, going around the final corner. Still trying to catch Lando Norris if we think about it. And are we gonna get past? Yes, we are. We're gonna get past Kevin Magnussen. And if I'm looking at the map right, I think Sergio is holding up a Mercedes.
Magnussen is behind you. They're on fresh mediums.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Sergio Perez is holding up a Mercedes. I don't know which Mercedes it is. But what's gonna happen now in P11? Because Lucas Weber has not come in yet, and someone else hasn't. But yeah, now Daniel Ricciardo out of the Grand Prix. I don't know what's happening here, but Lando's on the go. I've gone off in gravel, losing a lot of time. But let's keep an eye on this. Does he get the move done? Lando Norris around the outside of Valtteri Bottas. And he's passed. Now as we catch him to the back of Valtteri Bottas now, heading through the final corner. He's in P10 after having an issue. And that's actually going to help us out quite a lot if we think about this. Ricciardo is still on the side of the track. Down by turn 6, turn 7, around there. We're still on the tail of Valtteri Bottas. We're gonna try and win the slipstream. We are catching him slightly by slightly. Now we are in turn 3. We're gonna see if we can do anything at turn 4 here. No, we can't. We can't do nothing. But what can we do now? Heading through turn 5 and then through turn 6. We're late braking and that is an overtake yellow flags. But we have not been penalised or anything.
Green flag.
So we are going to be safe. I do think that should have been an illegal overtake and I would have had to give the position back, but I didn't have to. But now as we head up now, P8 or P9, yeah P8, because we overtook people in the pit lane. We are now catching up onto Lando now, sliding. We've got a really bad exit out of turn 12. Now coming up to turn 13. Can we do anything to catch up with Lando? Can we do anything to overtake Lando? Don't think so, but we're still going to try our absolute best to get past him. We go deep heading into 15, going slightly wide, and that's going to be that's going to be a gap, but we are going to have DRS again here on the run down to turn 1. We're going to get it run down to turn 3 as well as we go on turn 2. DRS open, run down to turn 3. I think what we're going to do now, we're going to preserve the tyres. I think we're just going to try and preserve the fuel as well, try and make it to the end. I'm not sure, but we are going to try our best to do anything we can to overtake Lando and possibly even catch up to Perez and get past him. So, yeah, it's going to be a tougher race than I thought. But as we head now down to turn 9, it's a very easy corner to mess up, as I previously mentioned, but we do get past it fairly quickly, fairly easily. Now down to turn 12 and 11. I've said that the wrong way. It's 11 and 12. Then we go through nicely, but we do get one exceeding track limits, which is perfectly fine. As we now head up to turn 13 on the brakes now, trying to do our best to catch up to Lando Norris, but we can't unfortunately do that.
The battery is low on energy.
Now as we catch up to try and keep on the rear of Lando Norris, we are going to get DRS, but he's going to get very good X out of turn 16 or turn 15. So I think it's turn 16, and yeah, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere near him down the first straight. Second straight, we go wide. We've gone wide. We come straight back on the track, however, so we won't get a track limits warning. And yeah, that's going to cost us a bit of time compared to our teammate, who I think is going to run away with this. So I think I'm just going to focus on either trying to get P7 or sticking with P8 on standard revs now. We are checking the temps, checking everything. We're really pushing the car as much as we can. It's not easy to get the moves done here in Australia, so we really need to think about what we can do appropriately. As we head now down to turn 11 and yeah, turn 12. Misjudged it. No, we turned it early, which is a good thing we did because we kept on the track. Now we're going to try and still get the gap, close the gap to Lando, but I do think he's running away with it, so I think we are going to chill a little bit. I think we are just going to try to finish this race instead of overbraking it or underbraking it. I don't know. Braking too late, I'd say, and possibly going into the back of him.
The gap to the car
Or worse, going into the wall.
5 seconds.
But now on lap 13 we go wide again at turn 1, entering turn 2. It's pretty awful if you ask me, but I do think that we can, I think we are going to stay to ourselves, stay in our lane. I think that's all we're going to focus on right now, keeping our distance. I think that's what we're going to try to keep a nice gap to Kevin Magnussen, P9, so we don't lose any more points. We got 4 points to our name at the moment, so I think that's all we need to keep P8. So I think I'm just gonna chill out a little bit. And I had 2 wheels on the track. We're gonna try that again. And yeah, I should have worn flashbacks, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But MD 10-12, we are madly sliding out of the corner, so we are going to ease off. I think we are going to take it a little bit easier on the tyres, on the brakes, on the pushing. I think we're pushing too early, heading out of corners. But now as we head to turn 15, we come through the corner sliding, but we do manage to keep it on the track, but it's because we turned in too early, got a little bit of entry grass. No exit curb, which is good, but we are going to touch the grass on the way out as we enter lap 14. We're going to keep our gap to Lando. As you see, moving it down to the lean mix. I think we will move it up to standard mix later on in the race. We'll see. But coming now towards turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, yeah, they all link very well. As we now head
As in this race
onto
are Bottas and
the
Perez. Okay, gap ahead is 2.5
long right
seconds.
hander. We're going to see if we can do anything we can to keep ahead of Magnussen, which we will because of the gap, and we are going to see if we can still catch up to Lando. But I think we're just going to ease off on it for now. I think we're just going to like slightly push and see if we can close the gap, although I don't think we will be able to do that much. But we are going to take it easy. I think we are going to try our absolute best
There's only 1 lap of fuel
to
remaining.
just maintain momentum, heading around the final corner, the penultimate lap. And as we come now down the main straight, yeah, we're not going to be able to catch Lando, and I think I figured that out.
This is your final lap. Final lap. of the race.
We get into the final lap now, going through turn 1, turn 2. We actually get a good line since we're not right behind the McLaren. Yeah, that's not that good. Apparently, that's not that good. Turn 4. It's a pretty good corner. Turn 5 now, heading through turn 6 into turn 7. We're still going to put our absolute heart and soul into this as we head now to turn 9 and 10. Pretty nice through there. Now here's where I hope we do not make a mistake, and that's turn 11, turn 12. If we mess up here, I think that could cost us quite a bit of time. It's a good run through 11 and 12. We do not slide, but we do get a little bit of reverse, but we do not slide, which is good. As we now head down, Sebastian Vettel has won the Australian Grand Prix in Ferrari, so we are going to come home in P8 here in Australia. What I'm going to say, that's a pretty good race for us as our debut race, gaining 2 places off the start. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I just hope the engineer's happy with it.
Can't complain about that one. That was an excellent drive.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
But yeah, we come home in P8, Lucas Weber P10 and Devin Butler P14. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. I'll leave you with the race highlights now. Hope you enjoy. Goodbye.
So, let's review the drivers' standings. Sebastian Vettel now leads the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
For me, it's Kimi Raikkonen, someone who definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well he performs out on the track.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.